Well, hey, how's it going? Welcome to Chicago. I was trying to get the gimbal going there, so it might have been a shaky start there. I actually didn't mean to hit the start filming button, but when I was trying to put the phone holder in the gimbal, it hit the start button. There was a, political truck going by. I was scrambling to try to, hey Kitty, hey Mary Therese, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to Chicago. We started our lunch live stream here. We got 12:03 in the PM. We got cloudy skies, so the sun's gone. We got about, 650, mid 50s still. It's going to be like the same temperature all day. So what I'm thinking about doing is just heading over to Daley Plaza. See if the farmers market's still going on. And then we'll cruise over to the Sears Tower, mainly because they have a new food court. Well, new to me, it's been there for a few years since they added more square footage to the bottom of the Sears Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. And we'll check out that food court. I think they call it the Urban Space Food Market. And so, hey, Dolores, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Kitty, Mary, Therese, Dolores, thanks for tuning in. We'll let some other people join in. And happy Thursday. Yeah, here's the Broken English Taco Pubs. It's raining tacos. We got Soup of the Day's margaritas. We got some Day of the Dead decorations, some caution. But we'll just head through the loop here. And take a nice stroll here on a cloudy fall-like day. Be creative. How's it going? David Ochoa, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in from Compton. That's awesome. How's things out there in California? That's nice. Let's see. Welcome to Chicago. Look, they're making a poke bowl place here. Poke ramen. Coming soon. Mammoth Poke Ramen. Good. So there's a new storefront opening right here next to Elephant and Castle. We got several Elephant and Castles throughout the loop area here. I think there's one on the other side. Elephant and Castle is a nice British style pub here. And then up there we got the Emerald Loop, which is Irish. We got a nice Irish bar called the Emerald Loop up there. There's the Mueller's building. Sharon, how's it going? Yeah, Chris, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being on. Yeah, I'm still cutting out footage. We had a really good live last night. Thanks, Chris, for moderating along with Sarah and Anita, whoever else was on there. And here's I thought it was Emerald Loop, but it's Emerald Plant Services. They get another business with Emerald in the name. There's the Fashion Nails. I'm always amazed of how busy this place is. You go to the Fashion Nails right here. There's the L making the bend there. Isn't it amazing to live and work in an area where trains are just flying overhead? There's always some noise going on. Yeah, thanks Mary Therese. Thanks for being on that live. Thanks everybody for being a part of it. Yeah, that was fun. We went down, took a train ride, got off at Armitage, went down some streets I don't normally go down, and beautiful housing, beautiful Halloween decorations. We got some interesting perspectives on the trains. Here's more tacos. It's raining tacos. It's tacos everywhere. Nice taco truck. Yeah, we'll probably see more when we head over to the Daley Plaza here. Hold on a second, let me make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. Denise, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks a lot. Monique Russell, hello. How's it going? Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I got to make sure I get everybody's names here. I get distracted. I'm looking at what I'm filming, trying not to step on a crack in the sidewalk. Here we go, the Chicago Theater. Yeah. Here's the Red Line. We'll go by the Torture Museum.
Got that S on the chest, I already know.
Here we go, Hannibal Buress, Nate Bargatze, November 3rd and 4th, Chicago Theater. Let me get the camera straight here. Hey, we got I've successfully made it by the charity high pressure sales. Oh, I always step off that alley. There's a little bent place. Why do people always bend the signs? They bend the signs because they don't want the emergency responders or people to find directions, and it's a big problem that people bend the signs, and so you can't read them when you're going by, and people love to do that. They love to climb up and bend the signs. I don't understand. Michelle Morissette, yeah. Yeah, all this stuff that surrounds us, you know, I know, I always say it's free to walk down the street. You know, it's just all this stuff, you know, like the clock there on Macy's, the marquee, all this architecture, the sign for the Nederlander, you know, it's just little stuff like that. And I've learned the L going by, you know, it's just scenes of the city here. And I guess I've done too many extracurricular activities. I've learned to just, all we got is now. All we got is, you know, the moment right here, right now, be here now. I'm not trying to get all philosophical and Zen-like, but, you know, it's just, I spent so much of my life worrying about the future, mulling over the past, worrying about things that mistakes I made that I can't go back and change, and I gotta learn to stop that, you know, and just live in the moment, try to do the best we can. We all struggle, we all have these same, it's just the battle of the mind, you know. Chris, thanks for tuning in, yeah. Yeah, Denise, you're originally from Chicago. Yeah, I remember that. That's good. Yeah, that's what so many people, you know, that's why we do this, you know. It's just we can connect, not just from our connection to this city, but all cities, and the connection of all humanity and all cities, because we're all connected, you know. And that's the challenge. We fall back into these tribal rivalries, but, you know, we know what's going on in the world, and source of a lot of conflict, you know, and we got to rise above it. But it's hard, you know, and I struggle with it myself, you know. But hey, let's head over to Daley Plaza. We'll see what's happening. And appreciate our city. There's positive, negatives, everything. I know we got problems in our city, but we still got a lot of good stuff. We shouldn't throw it all out. And I'm just amazed that people are like, they want to write Chicago off. I'm like, what's big part of America there you want to write off? It's like, we don't want to write off, like, you know, a whole entire region of the country. I know that's what I understand people in other areas of the country felt, that they were being written off and left behind and forgotten too. We gotta appreciate the countryside, appreciate the cities and the rural areas and the suburbs and the natural resources, the wildlife, rivers, lakes. There is the courthouse. And enthusiasm. Well, somehow, I don't know how, it's just somehow this is like therapy for me to just, I often joke that, you know, I could pay a therapist to sit there. I'm not saying you guys are my therapist, but just it helps to talk. Just to talk and get it out. And men like me have a problem with talking, you know. We try to hold it all in, and for some reason I can air my grievances on here. Thanks for listening to me. Here we go. We're at the Daley Plaza Farmers Market. I always lose my connection. Why do I lose my connection? Do they have something that maybe it's because it's crowds here? Now we're getting it back here. So Bear with me if I lose my connection. I always have this problem when we get to Daley Plaza. The Bean, everywhere I want to go. The Bean, Daley Plaza, once I get there, I have trouble maintaining my connection. I just want to film this farmer's market. Here we got the Eternal Flame. Yeah, I get it. I get, you know, I'm baffled by it too, Sharon. You know, I'm just amazed. It's because at the national level, Chicago has become a symbol for failed democratic policies. They want to point to the big cities that are governed by failed mayors, you know, and you know, Chicago for some reason is caught on in the national consciousness as a symbol for that. And so people, they're really talking about that. They're not talking about the people that live in Chicago, you and I and everybody that make up the city. They're angry at what Chicago represents. I did not choose that by just simply living in the city, and people have to understand that. You know, this city's more diverse than that. You know, and that's why simply by me and you and other people just showing this and sharing that, look, we're just regular Americans like everybody else at a farmer's market. This great diversity we have here, we can all congregate at our public square here. And yeah, there's people wearing masks. That might have something to do with it too. People tune in and they see Chicagoans wearing masks, and they're like, oh, they're gonna make us all wear masks. I'm not making anybody wear masks. I don't want to do it myself. You know, but I respect people's rights, whatever people feel comfortable with. You know, there's not hardly anybody here. There's one person over there I see, and they might have a cold. You know, we've gone to the Asian model that if you're sick, you do it after. You know, and is it amazing that it's finally come to this? But here we go. Look, sweet potatoes. Look, sweet onions. Look at that. They got something going on here. Yeah. Denise, you always lived in the city. That's great. That's great. Yeah, thanks for making Chicago your home. That's awesome. And the city we share, I've been here for 25 years. You know, I like it enough to stay. Yeah, let's see. Where's the shrimp at? Let's see. Yeah, I think there's some shrimp over here. Let's see what we got. Brats. Baked cheese. This is baked cheese. This is nuts. This is nuts. Yeah, these are sweet potatoes. These are sweet potatoes right here. Those would be some big shrimp. We got some onions. There was a shrimp food truck here, but then we just got gourds and pumpkins and some nice fall produce here. I'll have to hang on the edge here because I'm losing my connection. It looks like we got a DJ. We got a DJ over there. And there, Danny's, that's great. Look at that. Look at that. I got some nice bread here. Yeah, the Artisan Baking Company. There, I'm trying to get my connection back, so I'm trying to move to an area where I can live stream here. There, hopefully I'll, thanks J-Cat. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we got some gourds. Spaghetti squash. You want some spaghetti squash? How's it going? So bear with me. Let's get across the street here and see if my connection comes back. We can come back through. We can come back through here on our way back here. Oh, north side. That's great. That's great, fellow north sider. I live on the north side too, Lincoln Park. So thanks for tuning in. That's good. Yeah, hopefully I'll get my connection back here. It's always dicey when I walk around the city hall for some reason. I notice my bandwidth goes down here, so I'm going to try to go. We'll go down Clark Street here and try to get back in the stronger cell phone coverage here. So bear with me 1 second. We'll cross the street here. and hopefully we'll get our connection back here. There we go. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Clark Street. We'll head down. I'll make a beeline for the Sears Tower because I want to check out this urban space market. We've been there before on YouTube. We walked through there when we went to Union Station, and I want to film these coins. There's a rare coin shop here where they got nice windows. It's right where the First Methodist Church is here, and I lose my bandwidth when I cross the street. This is weird, these shadow zones. So there. So I just want to film. Look, here's the First Methodist Episcopal Church, 1834. Look at that. Think of that. The first church was basically a log cabin, and I really want to film this, and my bandwidth is going down, so I'm so frustrated with I cannot just maintain a live stream where I want to stream. You know how frustrating it is just to live stream. I'm always losing my connection because of the shadows of these buildings and Daley Plaza. But thanks for bearing with me. For some reason on this side of the street the bandwidth is stronger. It doesn't make why would one side of the street be stronger than the other? It is like a shadow, you know. But hey, thanks for sticking with me. We'll head down to the Sears Tower here and see if we can maintain better bandwidth. It's coming clear now. Good. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks, Chris. "31 years ago, yeah. Yeah, you know, cities are expensive. You know, I argued that, you know, I get pressure from my father and other people. He's like, why don't you buy a nice house in the suburbs and commute on the metro? Because, you know, it's about home equity. You know, I've wasted so much money on rent just in the city because I cannot. You see the houses in Lincoln Park. I cannot afford to buy a house like that. I never could. You know, I could finance it to death and take a giant loan if I might get approved for it, but, you know, so taxes are high. You know, New York has the same thing. But here, welcome to, we're on Monroe Street, I think. And we'll head over to LaSalle here. Look at these beautiful buildings. Look at how that one, that portion goes up higher. It's the same building. For some reason, they stepped it back. And a portion of it goes higher. We just went by the, so much noise, this Reeby. Hey, look, it looks like the Reeby moving in storage, but it's the Reeby data bank. Look at that. So they store data. Remember the Reeby moving and storage? Here's we walked by that up by where I live. Here's the St. Peter's in the Loop. We've gone inside there before. I walked right by it without mentioning it. But look, there's the Reeby. Darren Monroe says he has a t-shirt that has that. It has the Reeby, the Pharaoh on it, you know. Isn't that nice? And look how narrow this alley is. We're in Chicago. How dense this portion of the Loop is, you know. Look at that. Oh, the city's really expensive. It's probably going to get worse, like you said. You know, here we'll head across LaSalle Street. Usually I go down LaSalle, but we'll get a view looking down here. Okay, thanks. There's a view to the Board of Trade. There, looking down LaSalle Street. Welcome to Chicago. We got the L going by. Here, we'll get over here so we can see it. We'll walk right up this. This is the busway here, the link here. There we can see. Wow. Yeah, I've never taken this link. I guess it takes you to Ogilvy and down to Union Station, and it supposedly goes over to Millennium Station. There's the Goddess and the Baker. I know we talked about yesterday trying to find some Jewish delis. I don't know if Goddess and the Baker is. It used to be Goddess and the Grocer, but we'll find some good Jewish delis, and we'll also find some halal places, some Mediterranean cuisine, Lebanese, all kinds of good stuff. You got a brother? You got a brother that still lives in Chicago? That's nice. Well, you can tour Chicago virtually. That's why we do this, so you can tune in and not have to visit. Save your money and just stay where you're at. the power of the internet, isn't that great? Bends time and space. Here we're crossing Wells Street. There's Wells Street looking south. There's Wells Street looking north underneath the L tracks. Look how nice that is. It's all dark and gloomy, dark and gloomy. Well, look at this glass atrium they got there. They got some, look at that artwork they got on the inside. That's on the inside of that glass atrium here. They got some interesting artwork. Huh. You see how we're right by the western edge of the loop tracks. We'll head over here towards Franklin. Scooters everywhere. There's the Aries charter. I thought it was a Peoria charter, but it's Aries. You got all kinds of different charter buses. Union Station. Yeah, I bet there still is. We'll try that out. I like going through Union Station. I don't know if we got time today. I'm going to check out this urban market. But look at that alley. There, the International Sandwich Shop. 1 North Franklin. Go in there. There's a La Quinta Inn right there. You can pull right there. There's hotels everywhere. I didn't realize there's a La Quinta Inn right here. It's not that tall. That's why I don't notice it. See, I'm still discovering new stuff. I live here, walk through here all the time, and I didn't know there was a La Quinta right there. There's the Sears Tower. So we can head right down this way. We'll cross the street here. So here's Franklin Street looking south. Here's Franklin Street looking north all the way to the Merchandise Mart. They got this UBS tower. UBS is a bank. Bank of Scotland, is that what it is? United Bank of Scotland. Look at all these mounds. They got these crazy mounds for the trees. And the trees don't really need the mounds for the roots. They just did it for the aesthetics. The landscape designer or architect that designed this wanted to have these chia pet type mounds here with these trees, which is nice. There, the keys to UBS right there. Look how they have this big, huge side plaza behind the glass. And this is a big, giant, tall building. We're almost over to Wacker. We'll head up Wacker. I don't usually head up Wacker, but we'll head to the Sears Tower that way. It'll be an interesting way to. There's the Mercantile Exchange. The Mercantile Exchange. People ask about the Merc. Yeah, the Chia Pet. Remember the Lionel Richie music video where he's trying to date the beautiful blind woman and or seeing impaired woman, and she's making a clay of his face, and then they made the Lionel Richie Chia Pet. It was awesome. Oh, Lionel Richie's great. He's so great on The Voice or whatever. He's one of the judges. Look at Civic Opera House. I wish I could be a judge on the America's Got Talent. Just there, the Lyric Opera, Civic Opera, the Lyric Opera of Chicago. They got a nice. They always got nice operas going on here. Look, Frankenstein. It's almost over, October 12th to 22nd. You can see Frankenstein at the Lyric Opera here. And look at that. Look at these glass towers. The gleaming corporate headquarters here, Madison and Wacker Drive here in Chicago. Look at these rocks. They're almost like these nice stones, the smooth stones there. Creek stones. We got some pumpkins. Oh, they got Yeah, jalapenos. It's real jalapenos growing there. You can get your chili peppers. You can just reach out and pluck you a pepper and eat it, you know. Look at that lobby. Look at that. Look at that curve. Yeah. American Idol. Okay, so Lionel Richie's on American Idol. Thank you. Yeah, Cubism. Means the fifth. Huh, that's interesting. See? Yeah, that's good. Thanks for the background information. We got some nice seating. You could sit there. But look at these corporate towers along Wacker. Not hardly any trees. You know, probably because it's hard for them to grow in the shadows down here. You can go right down and see how they got the security for the public parking down there. I guess that's the exit. It's pretty steep. Look at these. There's the Sears. Let me go like that. Let's see. There's the Sears Tower to the right. And then we got Deloitte's here. U.S. Bank. Fifth Third Bank. Lots of banks. The banks used to be on LaSalle. Now they seem to be on Wacker. I guess they moved over here. Look at this. Look at this lobby. It's interesting curves. Yeah, beautiful building. Like this one, you can see. Look, you actually ramp up the parking. You go through the lobby, and you see how there's that curve. I think that the parking goes around, and you actually go up above the lobby, and it looks like the lobby's floating there. Well, hey, let's go over there and check it out. And then we'll get a nice view to where you can go down to Lower Wacker. So if you remember the Blues Brothers, they had several scenes where they would fly out of the center portion of Wacker Drive and jump over police cars and stuff. And that connects down to Lower Wacker right there. You got cars making left. But look at the Deloitte, look at that lobby. See how the parking ramps around. And then we got this building here. It's kind of a football shaped building. It has a curve to it. And they got a tree there. There's a tree. Well, look at this Deloitte South Wacker building. You drive in there, you go around, and then you come around and go up, and then I guess the parking's above there. It's amazing. Hey, they towed your car. They're going down to Lower Wacker. They're taking it down to the end of Wacker there. They towed a car. Pathway's open. They're working on it, so we got 12:30. So that's why I booked it down here, so we got time to get back. We're on. You just joined. We're in Chicago. We're on Wacker, almost down to the Sears Tower. We're just a block north of the Sears Tower on Wacker Drive here, and they're working on the Plaza here. Yeah, cantilevered. The structural engineers, they love doing that. They love showing off their work. It looks like it's floating in the air, but it's all cantilevered, yeah. And you see these columns and how there's not one on the corner. Look at that. There's two corners there. Let me get away so people can pass by here. Look at that. See, there's no columns on the corner. All that weight is transferred to that column and this column. You got the parking going up there. It just seems like it floats above the lobby, you know. There's the Boarheads Cafe. There's a Boarheads Cafe. I guess you ever have Boarheads meat there? I guess that's what that is. Addison Group, WH Trading. There's some futures trading that goes on in that building, 200. Because the Merck's right there, the futures market right there. And we missed the light here, but it'll give me a chance to talk about the Sears Tower. We'll look at the Sears Tower while we wait for the light to change. We'll go up to the corner here. Yeah, I'm glad you can watch it on your TV. Isn't that nice? You could throw it up on your flat screen TV, 720p. We got good resolution as long as I can maintain the bandwidth. And yeah, you see more of the street life. You can see the context. Look at the Sears Tower here. You see how this goes straight up 1,400. That goes up like 1,100. This one doesn't go all the way up. And it's remember I talk about the pack of cigarettes. Fosler Khan, the structural engineer with the architects from SOM, the pack of cigarettes, there was 9 cigarettes that came out, and not all of them, 2 of them went further out, and they're like, wow, we could do this tube construction. And that's, you know, if you, the Sears Tower looks different from different sides because only 2 of the tubes go all the way to the top. And you see how, look, yeah, the Plaza used to be, there used to be a more open Plaza at the ground level. They filled in most of the Plaza recently. If like 5 years ago, they built a lot of more commercial space. See, there's Starbucks, the Color Factory. You ever see the TikToks on the Color Factory where there's a museum where you can, you know, jump in the balls, and they got all kinds of color exhibits and stuff. There's the Starbucks. And so here's the main entrance. Let's just see what this looks like. Let's see how fast security stops me when I go there. Security's right there. So all I'm gonna do is walk in and walk back out. I just want to see what this looks like. And I think maybe we can get down to the lower level here, yeah. So visitors check in, the sky deck, you go that way. This is the main entrance. If you actually work in the Sears Tower, you can look straight up through the skylight. And I won't go up that way because that's the secure entrance. I think we can go down here, and I think we can connect with the urban space food court. And let's see what's down here. So look, Sweet Green, the sky deck. So the Franklin lobby's over here. Let's check this out really quickly. So welcome to Chicago. We're in the bottom of the Sears Tower, and those are secure turnstiles if you want to go into the elevator lobby. They got some artwork over here. Look at this. This is nice. And I'll turn around here. I just want to see what this looks like. We'll head over to the urban space here. You got places you can sit, restaurants. They improved this a lot. This I kind of like how this works here. And look, we got a nice water feature. Yeah, I think, well, when Willis took people were starting to work from home and stuff, and so they wanted to add more amenities to get people to still lease out corporate real estate downtown. And so they wanted to add, I mean, this is a city within a city. There's so many people that work in the Sears Tower, just like other major big office towers, that they wanted to add more amenities to coerce corporations to keep office space here. And that's why they added this food court. I don't know, you'll have to talk to the people that manage it. I'm sure they had their reasons, but they decided to update this. This used to be a public plaza where you entered in the sky deck, but now it's a food court. Look at this. It's called the Urban Space Food Market. Look at this. We got Rick Bayless. Rick Bayless's restaurant's right here. We got tacos. Look at the line here. We got Sushi Sean. They got a sushi place. This is really crowded. Look how crowded it is. Maybe we'll go down there. We'll see what's down there. I haven't been down there. We've been in this part before. Here's, the Sushi San. We got a Shake Shack. We got a brown bag. You can go up to the upper level. We might try that out. Do Right Donuts and Chicken. There's a bunch of people over there. This is really crowded. Here, let's go up to the second level here to get an overview since I'm right here. Yeah, the Sears Tower. Look how you can look. You can look straight up through the glass. And I don't know if it's coming through. You can look straight up the side of the building. And here, we'll go up. And sometime I'll go to the top. I'm not going to the sky deck now. Maybe, one evening I'll pay to actually go to the sky deck and show you what it looks like, the view from the 103rd floor. I'm just on my lunch break here. I think you guys understand. But look at this giant food court, and it's on the side. See how they have this skylight? So we're not underneath the tower, we're on the side of the tower, but it's on the same block. And look how you can go down the escalator. Look at the multiple levels. And here, let's see what's up here. We got Market Creations. Look at this. So this is you just go through the line. It's like a cafeteria style where you pay by the pound, I think. There's space for more. Look, they got a timeline over there. Let's go look at that timeline. I think they did a good job. I mean, everything could be better or worse, but at least it's something, and something's better than nothing. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, it's changed a lot. It's imposing to go inside. You see this big giant building, and those people go to the sky deck. What is this over here? Yeah, so I guess I could have went up these stairs. Here's the security to get into the secure if you actually work in the building. And so I want to look at this timeline here. They have a timeline on the wall here. So this is even educational for me. So welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Urban Space Foodhall here underneath the Sears Tower, Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. See here, they call it the Sears Tower. 1970, construction begins on the Sears Tower. I didn't realize it began that soon. 1974, the sky deck opened. That early. I thought they didn't top out till 76. 73, the 2,000 workers in construction. There's the Sears Tower under construction right there. Look how, you could see the Aon, which used to be the Standard Oil. There's Lake Michigan. There's the John Hancock. And there's the Sears Tower when it was originally constructed in 1974. 82 is when they added the TV broadcast antennas. 85 they added an atrium. That's the old atrium. I remember when it looked like that. It was like that on the front. 2009 is when they named it the Willis Tower. They changed the name. Renovations for the sky deck. 2009 is when they added the ledge. That's where you can look straight down. And then 2017, over 5 years ago, that's when the renovations, they did a green roof. I think that was a big part of it. They wanted to do a green roof deck, which, you see, that's that skylight we're looking through. There's green roof decks all on the side. See, here's what changed. Blackstone purchased the Willis Tower. Blackstone's an investment group, big investors like BlackRock. And 2022, that's when last year, that's when renovations and 50-year anniversary. Can you believe the Sears Tower has been around for 50 years? Look at that, 50 years, Sears Tower. I can't believe that. Yeah, we'll put this on TikTok. We'll get people to turn their phone sideways. Yeah, this deserves a cutout. Yeah, thanks for being an audience and tuning in for this. Because sorry, we're trying to get out of the way here, and there we go. Max headroom. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. On Chicago TV, they still aren't sure who did it. Must have been somebody that worked for a TV station. They hijacked a TV tower, the old analog TVs, and yeah, he was like a puppet. It was like a puppet of Max Headroom, and people were watching their TVs, and all they saw was this parody of Max Headroom. Someone hijacked the airwaves, and the FCC doesn't like that. It freaks them out when someone knows how to do that. And yeah, look that up. That's nice. Oh, you saw that? You saw that on YouTube? Yeah, that's nice. So let's head over here. Let's head over. I want to try to go while we're here. I don't think I'm gonna make it back to work by 1, but there, Do Right Donuts. Remember the Do Right, the big iconic signage. Yeah. So here we'll head down the steps here, and we'll go down to the lower level because I want to see what's down here. I guess there's more food court stuff down here. But welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Sears Tower, Willis Tower. This is where you go to get the sky deck. So you actually have to go down to go up, isn't that? If you want to go to the observation sky deck, you go down from the urban space. It's hard to see. There's the 311 South Wacker building, but this is the urban space food court. You go down. There's more. There's still more space for more businesses. I guess you go to the sky deck. You go this way. And look, there's places to sit over there. You still go down. You go down 2 levels. You go down 2 levels to get to the sky deck. It make you go to the basement. You have to go to the basement to go to the sky deck. Isn't that weird? The John Hancock's kind of the same way. You have to go down. Max headroom. There's the Color Factory. So you ever seen TikToks on the Color Factory in Chicago? It's a museum right here in the Sears Willis Tower. And so here's the sky deck. Here's where you go to enter the sky deck. We'll do this someday. We'll go up to the top and check it out. You go to the 103rd floor, and you can imagine how nice the views are from it. You just go to the kiosk and buy your ticket. We'll go through that sometime. I don't have time to do it now. But here's the Color Factory. Look, people are lounging around in here. This is nice. Experience the joy of color. Yeah. Jump into color. Yeah, it's on YouTube. How's it going, YouTube? How's it going? Thanks for it. Yeah. I normally do TikTok, but I'm on YouTube because I want to film in landscape. So, yeah. Hey, how's it going? That looks nice. That looks comfortable. Hey, how you doing? That's great. Yeah. So experience the joy of color. Look at that. Yeah. So, how's it going? Jump into color. So maybe we'll check this out sometime. I know this is more for the Color Factory. Here's where you go in, I guess. And they got tickets and stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff to do down here. Here you can go get your 50-year anniversary T-shirt or sweatshirt for the Sears Tower. Time to tear it down, build something new. We'll tear it down and make it a parking lot. We need more parking. We got too many buildings. We need parking. I'm being sarcastic. But now we got to get out of this thing. What time we got? 12:44. There's no way I'm making it back by 1. But thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks everybody for being on YouTube. Yeah, people notice when I'm live streaming. They're like, "Are you live?" And usually people are pretty cool with it. You know, they were fine. They were like, "Hey," you know, waving to the camera. So we just left the sky deck area. We have to go up another floor here. But I'm just happy to see there's a lot of people here using the food court. There's people going, a lot of young people here just cruising around, which is nice. You know, we're in the middle of the day on a Thursday, and there might be field trips here for, you know. So here we'll head up the escalator here. Here's the urban. Oh, see, they did the same thing. They went down and they want to go up. It gets confusing, you know. There's too much going on here. I feel overwhelmed. But here, we'll head back outside so we can come back some other day, check this out some more. I just wanted to check out the urban space food court here at the bottom of the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower. Thanks for checking it out. I'll give you a view looking up through the sky light, because there's mirrors on the ceiling, and then you can look straight up and see the Sears Tower, and we're on the same block right to the side of it in this urban space food hall. You go right back out here to what is this? This Van Buren Street or Adams? It's either Adams or Van Buren. I think it's Adams Street. We're on Adams Street. There's the 311 South Wacker building. The Max Headroom takeover happened twice. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm glad you remember that. Yeah. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, we'll try to stay safe. You have to dock me. Dock my pay. We'll dock you. You remember seeing the Hudsucker Proxy? There's a movie called The Hudsucker Proxy, and that's what that was about. He had to work in the mailroom, and if you messed up, they said, we'll dock you. That was his introduction to working in the big bad city there, you know. That's such a great movie. It was kind of a sleeper. Like, it didn't do good in the box office, but then it became a cult classic. The Hudsucker Proxy. I highly recommend it. And here we got the, take a field trip. We got the L going by. Look at that. Zoom in a little bit. Oops. Streamlabs bugs me. Like, I try to zoom in and I always hit a button I don't mean to hit, you know, so that's why I accidentally hit the mute and all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, there must have been field trips because there was a lot of, yeah, you saw some field trip buses. Okay, that explains it. Well, there you go. So they must have been taking a field trip to the color museum or whatever that's called, or just to the sky deck even, you know. That's nice. There's Luke's Chicago style sandwiches. Has anybody tried Luke's? Yeah. Italian beef. They got Italian beef at Luke's. Has anybody tried Luke's? We'll have to check that out sometime. But here we're on, let me make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. There we go. We're on Adams Street at Wells in Chicago. So yeah, well, this will look nice in the reruns. If you just tuned in, we just left the Sears Tower. You could check it out in the reruns. Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. Checked out the Urban Space food hall there. It was packed. I haven't seen that many people downtown in a long time. It was weird. That's how downtown used to be all the time. It used to be a beehive of activity, and now, you know, we in the middle of the day we still have relatively empty streets. Not as busy as it used to be before the pandemic, but it's slowly coming back. That was good to see. Luke's is so-so. Okay, good. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I've never personally eaten there, you know, so I didn't know. You know, I don't want to recommend or detract from a place until I actually try it myself. And I appreciate other people's good testimonials, you know, if you tried it out. Oh yeah, we got the whole holiday season ahead of us. That's why I'm really enjoying just filming the Halloween decorations, because something everybody can enjoy, hopefully. And once we get to the holiday season, yeah, we get to see all the holiday decorations. Michigan Avenue will look nice. We'll get to walk up that at nighttime, see all the Salvation Army people ringing the bells. There, the Chicago Board of Trade. We'll go right by the Rookery. I don't have time to go inside. You could check out I got a video where we go inside the Rookery, and that's one thing. Here's the Wintrust Financial, and it mirrors the Federal Reserve. Jerome Powell just gave a speech today. How did it affect the markets? I guess he's talking about, he said in effect that they have to slow the economy down to tame inflation. When has the Federal Reserve ever said that? You know, what do they have to cause a recession? You know, it's just, you know, and so I'll stay away from talking more about that. I got my own feelings about that. But here's the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, and of course there's branches in like St. Louis, New York, San Francisco, Texas, many other Federal Reserve branches. It used to be on your dollar, it would have like an A or B or C or D or something, and it would. There's where we were just at. There's the Sears Willis Tower. We were at the bottom of that. There's a great view from right across from the Rookery. Here's the Rookery, great building designed by Burnham and Root. And the interior atrium was Frank Lloyd Wright redesigned. We talk about that. We've been in there. I got TikToks on it. Check out my YouTube, on my live section, if you search for Rookery, and it should pop up. We went right inside there. It's just a beautiful atrium lobby with a skylight. We're on LaSalle Street, heading north. Yeah, classic block. When we cross the street here, I'll give you this classic view we have to the Board of Trade. It's just, you know, if you've seen The Untouchables or Public Enemies, or, you know, so many movies have this classic scene here to the Board of Trade with the Rookery. You know, there we got the light here. There's the W lit up in purple. W Hotel. Here comes the L train. Here, we'll zoom in and get the L train going by here. With the big W in the way. Yeah, I'll still post that footage from the trains last night. We got a great view of the red line coming out of the subway. Oh, Chris, you posted your trip to the Rookery. That's great. I'll look for that. thanks for taking a trip there. And isn't it worth it? Isn't it worth it to see it in person? And here's this classic view we have to the Board of Trade. Am I zoomed out all the way? Here. I always have a problem zooming out all the way. I guess we are zoomed out all the way. Good. Oh, the stonework, yeah. How thick these walls are. They're load-bearing walls. And on the side it says Adams, and on the other side it says LaSalle. They put just the detail. This building goes back to like 1888. 1888. It was before most of the skyscrapers were built. And there you see the Adams there. See the Adams on the side of the building. That's what street we're on there. I have a hard time zooming all the way out. It just doesn't want to go all the way out. Thank you. Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. Tastes great. Less filling. What time we got? 12:54. Yeah, once we got to the Urban Space food court, I spent more time there than I thought I was. But here we'll get a nice view of the Federal Plaza. Here's where some of the protests were going on this week. Some of them were on Michigan Avenue, and some of them were at the Federal Plaza here. This is designed by Mies van der Rohe. It's classic international style. And here's looking up Clark Street. There's the L train going by down there. Look at these buildings. Everywhere you look. There, paper store, slab store. Halloween happens there. Okay. Cast a spell, get your paper and all your Halloween paper. There's the bus. We missed the bus. Oh, it's from the summer. Okay, good. Oh, you were talking about that. Okay, that time. I thought you did it again. Okay, good. See, there's the Revival Foodhall. We went in there. There's a big food court right there. There you can go get your Zoop. It's not soup, it's Zoop. You can call it Goop. There's a great view to the Calder Flamingo statue right there, the red sculpture in the Federal Plaza. Post office, see how it's reflected in the post office glass there? Be free. There's Burkhoff's. Burkhoff's is right there. So here we'll head up Dearborn. Dearborn's a nice street. We'll go right by the Marquette building. We went inside there, saw the nice historic mosaics. Chief metalwork. Look where I'm going. Look, they're putting up Christmas trees or Christmas lights. They're putting up. I don't think they're doing that for Halloween. Those look like holiday lights. October, and they're starting to string up lights here. See, they got to do this all along Michigan Avenue. They use these cranes here. I called them cherry pickers. I don't know what their real name is. No signs of fall. It's not just the weather. Look at that cement truck. So here we're at 55 South Dearborn Street. We'll go right by the Chase building. We'll go right by the Chagall with a G, so Chagall. I gotta make sure I say it right, not Chagall. Chagall, Mark Chagall mosaics. I got a whole hour-long thing where I kept saying Cheval instead of Chagall. It's close, but no cigar. Chalk it up there with my classic mispronunciations. Hey, we're losing the bandwidth. Making magic. It's magic. It's all magic. Yeah, here's the Mark Chagall. Here's the Mark Chagall here on the Chase Plaza. Chagall. Mark Chagall. Four Seasons. It's not the Four Seasons Hotel. It's the Four Seasons Mosaic. And you can hear the fountain still on. Here's the Chase building here. Can't even get it all in, it's too tall. Yeah. There's the Rose. For P. Morgan Chase. Everything owns everything else. They're all invested in each other's money. One hand washes the other. So they wanted to build a super tall right here. It was supposed to be like 2,000 feet tall, but they ended up building this. They didn't build it as tall as they wanted to. That was back in 2007. And but here we're up by Dearborn and Madison. So we're back to Madison and Dearborn. We'll run across the street here. There we go. And this is what I was looking at when I almost fell in the blue line. I was filming this. They have this lobby light display, 1 North Dearborn. It's kind of interesting. And then I was looking at this, and see where that woman's coming out. There's a blue line subway exit, and I almost fell on the stairs because I was looking this way, wasn't looking where I was walking. And this is why the city's dangerous. You could be walking and just fall right down the stairs there, you know, if you're not looking where you're walking. Look, Soprafina's right there. Yeah, it's closed. It's closed, so it didn't make it. Huh. Calhoun Place. Ferrera Candy brought out Jelly Belly. Hey, thanks for the news. Yeah, see, everybody's buying everybody up. Well, Ferrera Candy, at least Ferrera Candy's still going. I guess that's a big deal. Yeah, Mark Chagall, he used some of the Chicago brick in the skyline. Oh, that's good. Right? That's a good, interesting detail of that Mark Chagall mosaic. That's nice. Thanks for sharing. See, we learn stuff from each other. I'll get it right eventually. So here we find ourselves. See, every time I go by Daley Plaza, I lose my bandwidth. It's so frustrating. I want to film Daley Plaza and I lose my bandwidth. I wonder why that is. The gods have conspired against me. There, we got it back. Okay, so we should be back. There's the Channel 2 news. We're just in the shadow zone here. So there's another food court. That's another urban space. So I guess the urban space in the Sears Willis Tower is associated with this urban space, which is another food court. So they have at least 2 food courts downtown Chicago. This one's in the Loop. Sears Tower is just outside the Loop. Look at that. That's nice. There's a nice little artistic display on the wall. This is where Morningstar is. This is one of these mirrored buildings that's right there. This is part of Block 37. There's the L going by. Oh, Ferrera Candy. Look at this nice vintage skyscraper. Right on State Street. Hey, there's the Muddy Waters mural. Look, you can see the whole thing there once we get around this sign. Oh, the trees. Let me get over here. Trees are in the way. There's the Muddy Waters. Looking over State Street, playing his guitar. That's great. Hey, we got the light. So there's, yeah, the Ferrera Candy uses the clock right there. That's the clock they use from the old Marshall Fields on their candies. And they still sell them in the Macy's. And they still say Marshall Fields. You can buy them for the holidays. There's a food court on the 7th floor. We'll go up to the 7th floor. We'll do that some other day because I got to get back to work. But here, we'll head up Wabash because maybe we can get the L going by. We've done State Street so many times. What time we got? 1:03. Yeah, they'll be looking for me. They said, where you at? So I went to the Sears Tower. I got stuck. See, look, 7 on State, Foodhall. supposedly there's the Walnut Room. Walnut Room, a lot of people go there for the holidays. They usually have a Christmas tree up there. We'll check that out. And it's a great place. It's hard to get a table there during the holiday season because it books up. You go to the Walnut Room at the top of Macy's, which used to be Marshall Fields. Frango. Okay, good. So, thanks, Chris. See, it shows you how my brain leaks. When you said Ferrera, I was thinking Frango. I did the same thing the other day. I get like a little off, you know. There's so much stuff that gets crammed in my brain that it's close. Like I started with an F, and you said the candy, so you stumped me there. You got me good, you know. It's like Cheval and Chagall. I get it confused, and I got Ferrera mixed up with Frango because there's R's and F's. Thanks for correcting me there. Yeah, see, you should try live streaming. You should try. You know, I know you have. You know, or other people have. It's you're walking, you're talking, you're trying to like think where you're going and what you're talking about. And sometimes I don't notice until the recordings that I totally said something wrong. And I thought, like, in my mind I said one thing, but my mouth it says something else. And then I'm like, crap, it's recorded. I said it wrong, you know. And thanks for correcting me. At least I appreciate that. But thanks for the news. I didn't realize there were I guess Frango's the brand and Ferrera is a different. Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. No, thanks for helping me out. Oh yeah, they can turn on YouTube. Oh, so does it have a little dot? Is it like a tracking dot? That's awesome. Yeah, you could just like, I wish, you know how many times, if I had $1 for every time someone asked me where I was at, and that's why, you know, Chris and Sarah and everybody else, if you watch I'm always saying where I'm at. I'm in Chicago. You know, I have to, and people are like, why do you keep saying that over and over? Because people keep asking, where you at? Where you at? And it doesn't matter if you put it in the title, but if there was a little dot, that would solve a lot of problems. And then, but it's freaky because then people can stalk you. People do stalk you, sometimes not for the right reasons, you know. They're out to get me. They're like, we'll put a stop to this guy. We know where he's at. Look, they got some stuff hanging in the. They got some Halloween stuff, some fishes and stuff hanging there. That's nice. Hey, we got to look at this building. There's the Jewelers building. Looks nice. There's one with the dome. Yeah, we'll head over to Michigan Avenue here. We'll go by the Cultural Center. So you know where we're at now. We're almost back to Michigan Avenue. We're on Randolph, and I'm close to going back to work here. There are apartments for rent. Penthouses for rent. You can rent the penthouse. How much is that? Parkline. Apartments for rent. Look at this. They got hydroponics. They got some hydroponics plants. That's nice. Look at that. Yeah. Look at these mosaics. These are some nice mosaics. This is that art museum that partners with the kids. You know, the school programs. They got some Dio de los Muertos stuff there. That's nice. The L just went by. I missed it. Cultural Center. Used to be the Chicago Public Library. You guys all know that. Sweetest Day. Thanks for reminding me. Very lucky guy. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, Mona, you know what it's like. It's hard, you know. My brain thinks one thing and my mouth says something else. And it's probably only going to get worse the older I get. I'll just be rambling on. They've been working on that all year. That restaurant right there at Randolph in Michigan. There we are back at Michigan Avenue. Look at that view. Sweetest Day. Yeah, don't forget Sweetest Day, everybody. Sweetest Day is on Saturday, so got another Hallmark holiday. You gotta buy stuff. Hey, catch the bus. Good. You gotta flag it down. Hey, he's running to get it. Hold the bus. I know what that's like. See, I'm always running to catch the bus too. Here, let's zoom in here. Let's see what this looks like. Look at that. You got the looking straight up Michigan Avenue to the John Hancock Wrigley building. There, you got a nice scooter going by. Look at that. So we missed the light. Actually, I'm going to run across here. I'm going to get across here. Excuse me for a second here, because I don't want to wait for this light. I got to get back to work here. But here we'll zoom up Michigan Avenue here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll go. Let me pan out here. If I can get out. There we go. Look, there's Nutella. People are still going to Nutella, Nando's. Got Stan's Donuts, Bubblicious, Garrett's Popcorns right there. Hey, we got the light here. We'll cross over and head back to work. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you had a nice little cruise here, checking out the Sears Willis Tower. We'll do it again. I guess I'll be on TikTok tonight. We'll see if the rain holds off. There's rain in the forecast. You know, thankfully, it held off through the lunch hour here, so we were able to do this. You can always watch the reruns there on YouTube. We'll try to cut out some of this footage and post it to TikTok for all the TikTokers that won't watch us on YouTube. And we'll keep on trucking here. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Okay? Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Very Lucky Guy Mona. Thanks, Chris and Crystal Blue Funk. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Limba Frank. Yeah, thanks, Richard. Thanks, everybody. Michael, Sharon. All the way back to Dolores and Denise, Kevin, thanks everybody, Richard, J-Cat, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, they've been watching, I know. They're telling me they're going to dock my pay. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going back to work.